Vikings ranking 551, and we are back with Michigan football breakdown videos. This is week 9 of the season, and let's go through it. A win is a win, but have to have to clean it up. Bad execution, terrible play calling, and being conservative. And ultimately, there were some razzle-dazzle plays where there were some trick plays going on, but you shouldn't be struggling against Purdue, and you should be dominating them on every side of the ball. Enough of we're saving the playbook for the big game versus Ohio State. Be objective and decisive, and they're not. Finally, as they say, be aggressive. And that's that. I mean, I'm signing off for Ann Arbor, and it was fun. It was electric. It was exciting. It was a good game, but ultimately, I think that we should have scored 40 plus points in that game. Bryce Underwood should have passed for 300 yards, and he just didn't do it. And there was just, things that didn't work the way we wanted it to. And, I mean, things could have been better for the team and ultimately it just didn't work. With that being said, let's go to the Wolverines. So let's go with Bryce Underwood. He had 2 sacks, 1 interception, 145 yards, 13 for 12. Not very great, wasn't the best. Zach Marshall and everything. Those are the receivers. I don't really give a fuck about them. Where's the rushing? Hang on. Oh wait, that's the defense. Okay, we'll just go to stats. Time of possession, Michigan with 27 minutes and Purdue with 32. So they dominate more with the possession time. 398 total yards, 145 passing, 253 rushing. So we dominated on both of that. First downs 20, 18 penalties 4, turnovers 1 versus 2, sacks allowed 2 versus 3, and total plays 65 versus 61. Now let's go into the team stats over here. So yards per play, 6.5 versus 4.2. First downs, 20 versus 18. Third down efficiency, 6 for 11, 5 for 12. Fourth down efficiency, 0 versus 1 for 2. 65 total plays, 61. Sacks allowed, 2 versus 3. Punts are even. Penalties are pretty straight. One fumble loss each, and, 1 interception thrown for us. Time of possession. Now, if I go into player stats, let's see. Jordan Marshall was the man, 185 yards and 3 touchdowns. So he's going to have a big game against Ohio State if Justice Haynes does not play, but we'll see. And here we go, right into the highlight reel. Let's go. Oh, what the hell is this? I think I have closed captions on. There we go. Sorry, I had closed captions on. Here we go. Back to throw. Looking, and there's a sack. I love it. That's a great, good play there. Sometimes you don't get good visibility when you watch the game versus watching the highlights, but it is what it is. Rolls out, looks, fires, and caught. I don't know if Purdue was like moving the ball really well. The defense looked lethargic, but a lot of our middle linebackers were out. So hopefully we get them back on the bye week and everything else and everything comes together better. But it is what it is, and you're just going to see them get down the field here. 2nd and 8. Looking, hit, fumble, interception. They said it wasn't an interception because it hit the ground, but because his arm wasn't coming forward, it's a fumble. So both regardless, and he couldn't hang on there, but it's okay because it's a fumble. So Michigan will get the ball. And that is fine. They're going to beam it down here and they're going to say that's a fumble. It's not a first down. And it's not an incomplete catch. It's a first down for Michigan. Let's go. Bryson Underwood gives a screen over to Marshall. Marshall's got an accelerating speed. He's got it down to the 45, I think. I don't think he was at the 50 exactly. Bryce Underwood swings it over to Marshall. Marshall's got a lane. Marshall's got a big lane. He's gone. Good night. Here comes Marshall. Touchdown, Jordan Marshall. Beautiful play call there. He's just so explosive. I love the way he plays. I don't really have a problem with him. And we got an ad. I apologize for this. I'm not going to skip this shit because apparently they don't like it. But yeah, I think he's a very explosive back, and he's good. He runs angry, they say. He's a very angry running back. But at the end of the day, he does what he does best. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm just going to get some good blocks here. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. I'm not going to get tackled. You're too slow. And he gets a good one. Now they go for it on 4th and 2 here, and you've got to get off the field. You can't be on the field, and somehow they get it. That's just playing terrible soft zone. You've got to do better than that. Running quarterback, he's got a lane and he's got a first down. They're going to score here though, so this is a touchdown. Designated snap, right to I'm sorry, direct snap. I said designated. Direct snap to the running back. Touchdown, Purdue. Not really much you can do there. The defense is not up to par. I really hope that the defense gets better and everything, and I'm hoping that it's not a problem. But I'm seeing those days of Jim where they're, and I mean the defensive coordinator Jim, who blitzed a lot, and it just didn't work. So I don't know if the coaching staff is going to change. Bryce has got a lane. He's got a big lane. He's got a lane, and he's got the first. You see strides. Oh my God, he killed number one. He was injured, number one. Underwood again. He's looking, he's dancing. He's got to go left. No, he fires and he throws a pick. He should have just kept running with it. You know, you're not J.J. McCarthy where you can extend plays like all the time like that, but it is what it is. 30 seconds left. Underwood looking. He's dancing. He's going. He's running. He's got the first. First down, Michigan. 23 seconds. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you got a timeout or something, you got 23 seconds. Let's go score. Touchdown, Jordan Marshall. One more for him, and that will be the final score of the game for them. But yeah, I don't really like the way we played, and it just shows that I'm not very confident with this team, even though they're 6-2. I'm not seeing good strides for them. And it's possible that Sharon Moore could get fired. Look at this. They don't even hit him in the backfield. How do you allow him to pick up a first down? That all that dancing and everything, you know, it's ridiculous. You've got to get that outside contain and come all the way back, and then he rotates all the way back, sorry, rotates all the way back and everything else. A 50-yard field goal. And I thought he would miss it, but he got it and it looked good and it is good. 50-yard field goal. Gives it off. No, a reverse. I love this play. This is great. Fires. Caught. Now this game should have been much closer, but this is what happens right here. I think this is where a takeaway happens for him. Just a beautiful play call. Great reverse, good blocking, and gives him time up the field. I would have loved if he went for four though, Marsh, because that would have been better, but here he goes. He pulls it himself. It's an option play. He's got it, and then there it is, out of bounds. Now, I don't really know if you can call it a fumble turnover, though, because it's not like someone really recovered it. It's just kind of they shot themselves and got a touchback. Bryce has just got to hang on to the football better there. Got to take care of it, hold it with two arms, and he's got to practice that better and just hang on to it. Sometimes you just get blindsided though. That guy comes in, he doesn't even really feel him, and it happens. Now, let's see. Hold them. Yes. Fourth down. No. And that's what I'm talking about for Michigan. They know how to play. They're really strong. 4th and 2 and denied. It's not happening. Not there. Finally get off the field, defense. Now this is the drive to kind of put the game away. And I am not seeing them do that. You know, put the drive away, kind of just do it, do it, do it. But then they go down the field and score. So, it's terrible when the defense. Oh, look out, he's in trouble, and he still gets it off, and he's got it to who is that? Zach Marshall? I think that's Zach Marshall who caught the ball. Zach Marshall is really explosive. I love how he just kind of gets away there. That one I'm happy about because he's able to just kind of say, all right, there's a guy on me. I got to get rid of it. I don't want to take a sack. Gives it off to Marshall. Marshall's got a lane. He's got a big lane. He's pushing. He's pushing. He gets out of the tackles and scores. I don't know how he did that. That reminds me of a couple of years ago. I think that was, I forget who he was, but He was a really good running back too, Michigan, a couple years back. I think he's in Cincinnati now. He's on the Bengals or something. He was great, great guy. Oh, Chris Evans, that's who it was. Chris Evans. Yes, Chris Evans was great. Fires, caught, touchdown, Purdue. That's going to be the final score, though, because they're going to go for a 2-point conversion and it's denied. Deny, deny, deny. Do not allow them to score and potentially force an overtime here. All right, we're gonna let this one go too, but at the end of the day, I do think that Michigan needs to play better. How can you only score 21 points and everything? I don't get it. Where you're gonna see Ohio State like score 30 against Purdue and just destroy them. I mean, there's holding everywhere. There's not even a flag thrown there. Look, there's more holding, not even called. It should be like 20-yard penalties there. Now they go for a 2-point conversion. He rolls. He looks. He fires, and it's denied. Oh, it's a pick. And they don't call that as a double, a double turnover. I don't really understand that. Here comes a run, and Marshall's got a big lane again, and that should have been a flag. He tackled way too high. 15-yard penalty. That should have been a flag. And it would have been 28-16, but you see here, right here, they're gonna run it one time, get the first down, and then kneel it. Which honestly, I would have kept playing and tried to score more points and stuff. No mercy, but it is what it is. And there it is. The Michigan Wolverines will take a knee, and you're going to see them run this game out and just move on. And I've been trademarking it since 2023 when they won 31 to 24 against Maryland. A humbling win is what I like to call it because there's nothing worse than having a humbling loss, but there's nothing worse than having a humbling win as well because you think that you're going to be explosive and you're not. And the problem here is happens when you look at teams of 23 like Clemson and everything, they have this mindset that they expect to win or visualize to win, and you can't expect to win and everything and have that mindset. That mindset has to go out the window, and you just got to play the game that you're dealt. Regardless of a trap game potentially or anything else, you just got to go out there and continue to play the way that you've been playing, go dominate. And there it is. The Michigan Wolverines will force themselves to set 7-2 in game 9. 3 more weeks. I mean, they got to win their next two, go 9-2, go on the road, and that's that for the Michigan Wolverines. I got no much more to say. What do you guys think? Do you think that the Michigan Wolverines will bounce back? Do you think they have a chance to beat Ohio State? I don't know. A lot of people keep saying they're saving the playbook. I don't think they are saving their playbook, but we'll see what happens. And it is in Michigan, so you got the 100K fans behind you for Bryce Underwood. But he's got to stay focused and he's got to go win those last two on the road, and then he's got to come home and go play Ohio State. But I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.